Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on this Tuesday night. And like every other night, this too is proving to be a very busy one. Tonight, the death toll mounting in the U.S., now at least 100 dead, as the number of cases of coronavirus tops 5,800. And of course, authorities do believe that number is likely far higher given the testing in this country behind. And tonight, as so many families wonder where the next paycheck is coming from, how to pay for groceries for weeks, the White House now hoping to send families in this country a check. Tonight, President Trump proposing a massive relief plan, promising to, quote, go big against the invisible enemy with a $1 trillion aid package for the airlines, businesses, and there is word the administration wants to send those checks to American families. The amount unclear tonight, but we'll break it down. And this evening, images of a country under stress. Empty streets in San Francisco after a shelter-in-place order kicked in there. And in New York City tonight, an empty Times Square, the city seeing the most cases in the country. And the mayor tonight with an ominous warning of a possible citywide quarantine. Dr. Jen Ashton tonight on what they're seeing inside the ERs here in New York. And tonight, the military now stepping in. The Pentagon offering 5 million respirator masks and other medical equipment in short supply. The Navy now readying 2 hospital ships for possible deployment to U.S. cities. And tonight, that news on NBA star Kevin Durant, who is now tested positive with several other players. We will carefully get through it all again tonight here, and we begin with ABC's Whit Johnson on the worsening scene in New York and across this country.
Tonight, the nation's largest city bracing for more drastic measures. New York's mayor now warning residents to prepare for a possible order to shelter in place.
Is even though a decision has not yet been made by the city or by the state, I think New Yorkers should be prepared right now for the possibility of a shelter-in-place order.
The mayor conceding that would pose tremendously substantial challenges in a city of more than 8 million people.
I believe that decision should be made in the next 48 hours, and it's a very, very difficult decision. I want to emphasize that.
New York State now with the most infections in the country, more than 1,300 cases of COVID-19. And just today, the Brooklyn Nets announcing 4 players have tested positive, including megastar Kevin Durant. The team says only 1 player is showing symptoms. Governor Cuomo urging President Trump to take action and deploy the Army Corps of Engineers to help construct temporary hospitals, citing the impending shortage of hospital beds.
I know what the Army Corps of Engineers can do. They have a capacity that we simply do not have. I said to the president, who is a New Yorker, I need your help. I want your help.
Today, President Trump promising to work with the governor.
We're dealing with the Army Corps of Engineers should that be necessary. We have them working in some cases, on standby in other cases.
And the Navy is readying 2 hospital ships for possible deployment to both coasts to assist with patients who don't have the virus, freeing up valuable hospital beds. At least 22 states activating the National Guard. The San Francisco Bay Area heading into another night under that shelter-in-place order.
Whatever we need to do to stay alive, then that's what we need to do.
Peggy Ivy among the nearly 7 million people told to stay home for at least the next 3 weeks, except to buy food, medicine, and to exercise. The most drastic steps so far nationwide.
My major concern is, am I gonna live through this?
And healthcare workers on the front lines sounding the alarm, saying they're running out of supplies.
It's mainly masks, eye shields, N95 respirators, gloves, gowns, face shields, goggles, all the things that you need to take care of these folks.
Obviously makes a situation where we are in, desperate need of these, and we actually have to lock them up. Stockings, gowns, all these things are disappearing from hospitals.
The White House asking construction companies to donate their industrial masks to local hospitals, and the Pentagon making over 5 million masks available immediately, along with 2,000 ventilators. Manufacturers of those vital breathing machines now ramping up production to meet a surge in demand. And the American Red Cross now says it's facing a severe blood shortage as blood drives across the country are canceled with the virus spreading. Shortages also hurting millions of Americans at the grocery stores.
Lines are just extremely long, shelves are empty, so it's kind of scary.
A growing number of stores like Stop & Shop, Dollar General, and Food Town setting aside early hours for seniors. So many now ordering household essentials online. Amazon announcing it will hire 100,000 warehouse and delivery workers, hoping to jumpstart the supply chain. But major grocers like Target, KROGER, and PUBLIX are warning shoppers they could see limits on what they can buy.
With Johnson back with us tonight and with the nation's top infectious disease doctor, Anthony Fauci, was asked at the White House today, when will he know in this country if these new guidelines are actually working to slow down coronavirus here in the U.S.?
David, Dr. Fauci says it can be difficult to track because you could still see a dramatic increase in the number of cases in this country while these extreme measures are beginning to work behind the scenes. He added that it could still be several weeks, maybe longer, before we know if these tough new restrictions are having an impact. David.
All right, Whit, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.